Well, our top story, disturbing news really coming in from across the border. 4 women in Pakistan's Kohistan who were allegedly singing and dancing with men at a wedding party were killed after a tribal Jirga committee of elders ordered their execution. This is the so-called incident of singing and dancing for which they were done to death. 4 women, in fact, perfectly clothed with almost all their faces covered, merely clapping and singing, upset the Jirga so much that they were brutally killed by local villagers at their behest. The incident occurred on the 30th of May at a wedding party. According to the brother of the accused, Muhammad Afzal, who filmed the video. In fact, let's just listen in to what exactly was happening. Well, Commissioner Hazara Khalid, Umar Zai and Provincial Minister for Social Welfare Sitara Ayaz, however, denied any killing. They also claimed the women were alive and safe in their homes. According to Afzal, the women were kept in captivity for a month and tortured by pouring boiling water on their bodies before they were killed. The Jirga had also ordered the killing of the brothers along with the 5, but both reportedly fled the village. Well, let's get in our deputy editor Gaurav Savan to make more sense of the kind of visuals really that we're talking about here. Gaurav, nobody can come out, explain or even justify what we're talking about. Women in Pakistan, 4 of them butchered for simply singing and dancing, that too with their own relatives.
Nida, this is extremely bizarre. Of course, conflicting reports coming out of Pakistan at this stage. While Chief Justice Iftikhar Mohammad Chaudhary has ordered a probe in this, we're also told he wants a fact-finding body to go out and come up with the truth. Interior Minister Rahman Malik has also ordered a judicial inquiry into this matter. But officials in that area are saying no, these are only rumors. Some officials going to the extent of saying that these women were indeed abducted and tortured for over a month and then released. But then there are also human rights activists who are saying no, 4 women were butchered simply for singing and clapping at a wedding party. The women were perfectly clad. There was nothing obscene in what they were doing. So very, very sketchy details at this stage that's coming out of Pakistan. What we are told is that, you know, one of the television channels is reporting that 4 women were killed. Whereas 2 other newspapers said it was 5 women who were killed. There was a 6th woman who managed to escape from there, and she gave out details to the others, Nida.
But Gaurav, fully clothed or not, nothing can even explain the sort of step if it has been taken against these 4 women. What we're also picking up from reports, initially preliminary reports that are coming in right now, that the brothers who are also part of the singing and dancing at the wedding, they're also somewhere absconding in this entire melee. Any kind of clarifications coming forward about what we know about the brothers, the kind of role perhaps that they played in this entire crime?
None whatsoever, but in case this is true, this is extremely bizarre, as you rightly pointed out. A local Jirga, you know, condemning 4 women and ensuring that they're butchered, they're massacred just for clapping, singing and dancing at a wedding, you know, where the brothers are there at that wedding. The brothers were singing, the sisters were only, you know, singing and clapping along, and a Jirga would condemn them, you know, to death.
Into this preliminary information, let's make more sense of what exactly happened. Let's speak to human rights activist Farzana, who's now on the phone line with us from Pakistan. Farzana, just take us through the details. We're obviously talking about very preliminary details that are available to us right now. Give us a sense of what the Pakistan media is reporting on this highly brutal crime right now.
See, as for the decision of the Jirga is concerned, I think there's no doubt about that the Jirga has given the death sentence to these 4 women and 2 men, you know, just because they've been seen like singing in a wedding ceremony. As for the killing report is concerned, I think the media is not one channel. Many private channels have basically released this news, and while on the other hand, KP, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa's administration is constantly denying that. But I think so at this very moment, we don't know, you know, which we need to find out the facts, because I think there is a level of distrust as the administration is concerned. But on the other hand, I think, you know, whatever they'll say, I think it's difficult to believe. But right now, we also feel quite concerned and confused whether to believe media, Pakistan media, or the, you know, the provincial
All right, Farzana Bari, human rights activist, many thanks for having spoken to us here on Headlines today.